So, good evening, everyone. Myself Aditya Mishra, and I'll welcome you all on behalf of Team 9 from the Social Media Marketing Internship team of Youth Empowerment Foundation. Make it quick, Chitra. So, today we are here to create mental health awareness, and our topic is mental health and its relation to education system in India. Share the slide, Chitra. So, now, here is a fun fact which begins with our presentation. Stress when spent, isn't it sweet? Health and academic achievements go hand in hand. Both have direct relationship to each other. If one of the factor is affected, the other will also get affected. Well, we'll get more about it in our presentation ahead. But let let me tell you, we have YEF work towards upliftment of the underprivileged by helping them. We also have a very strong program of providing free education in rural areas. So let's begin with our presentation. Chitra, would you like to tell us what is mental health and its importance?
Yes, sure. Mental, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Go ahead.
Actually, the PPT stopped working. Really sorry. So, yes, I was telling you about mental health. Mental health is a person's condition with regard to their psychological and emotional well being. It is important to create mental health awareness at it as it will help reducing the shame people feel while talking about it. So, awareness is a form of education. The more we know, the more we'll be able to understand what people go through when they suffer from mental illness. Lack of awareness may result as a problem not just to the people experiencing mental health issues, but to the whole community as well. Next, I would like Afia. Can you please tell us about the current scenario of education system in India?
Yes, all education activities in India were halted due to this pandemic. School, colleges, universities, and even entrance exams were postponed, and eventually they were cancelled. And educators were not in an they did not have any idea that how to continue this education. So they started delivering the lectures through internet apps such as Zoom, Google Meet, etc. Even WhatsApp groups were created of parents, guardians, as well as students so that if they have any issue, they can clear it out. We have entered a new phase of reality due to this pandemic, that is adaptivity struggle, technical issue, computer literacy, time management, self-motivation, and the effect of online classes on students' mental health. As we all know, this mental health is a major issue nowadays due to these online classes. The long hours children spent on computers have resulted in headaches, eye problems, and stress. This has led to increase in stress and anxiety, and increase in screen time usage for academic activities has been found to be linked with increase in depression and anxiety. And this depression and anxiety are linked with, so that they are like, they cause suicidal case. As we all, suicidal cases are increased nowadays. And the negative effects of too much screening is increased risk of obesity, physical strain to eyes and body, sleep depression, and loss of cognitive ability. And thank you for your patience listening. I would like to hand over this session to Saket.
Thank you. Mental health and its relation to education system in India. Since December 2019, the COVID-19 pandemic had posed a substantial threat which is associated high mortality, infection, and risk of psychological stress. A large number of students are affected because of prolonged break from the academic activity and staying at home. Children are likely to be experience worry, anxiety, and fear, and this can include the type of fear that are very similar to those experienced by the adult. Today, the spread of coronavirus disease COVID-19 is becoming unstoppable, having infected more than 3.46 crore active cases in India. In response to this unprecedented challenge, the Indian government has ordered a national school close as an emergency measure to prevent the spreading of infection among the teacher and student. As a consequence, 30.31 million Indian college students are trapped at home learning online courses through the internet to complete their required academic tasks. So far, the new virtual semester has been going on for more than a year, as the various courses are offered online in a well-organized manner. Although this action and efforts are highly commendable and necessary, there are also reasons to worry that drawn out school suspension distance learning may have adverse effect on the college student physical and the mental health. In addition, a series of issues such as fear, frustration, and inadequate information and a lack of private space at home would continue to emerge and increase during the COVID-19 outbreak. With the surge in the coronavirus cases sweeping India and many states imposing a fresh cube demand for cancelling CBSE class 10th, class 12th board examination have also grown louder. Students have been protesting against offline exam, urging authority to address their concern. Taking to social media platforms, students have argued that they too are at risk getting infected with the COVID-19. Many also argued that if the classes could be held online, so can examination. In response to it, the CBSE board examination has cancelled the class 10th board exam and postponed the class 12th exam for the safety of the student. Class 12th exam might take place in June, while the class 10th result will be declared based on the internal assessment and the pre-board exam. In a school, if a school have closed as a part of necessary measure, the children may not longer have the seams or the children may not longer have that sense of structure and simulation that is provided by the environment, and now they have less opportunity to be with their friend and get that social support that is very much essential for the good mental being. Thank you.
Awareness to help battle suicidal thoughts. Now, the most important question arises: what is the cause of suicidal thoughts? Is the problem being so big that it cannot be tackled up? Is the problem being so huge that ending one's life is the only solution? What's worth noticing is that depression is a major step in an individual's life that that these suicidal tendencies tend to develop in them. After a period of time, people just get worn, torn down, and they become less and less happy. Depression can affect everyone and anyone, despite the fact that they are rich or poor, young or old, or whatever to the religion or the race they belong to. Depression, medical condition dealing with the functioning of brain, chemicals, and emotions that makes any person susceptible. Pain is another factor that could cause depression. Pain could be due to the falling in romance, divorce, separation, bad relationship, or it could be just a bad physical appearance. There's no satisfaction to one's physicality. If a person is suffering from suicidal tendencies, they won't take any initiative or incentive or any step showering and grooming as it is a good indication as to person wiping out a personal sense of their insecurities. These bunch of people wouldn't take much effort to look good or look nice. It is appropriately said that suicide is a permanent solution to temporary problems, once quoted by Philip Dunn. As the statistics from the survey sees that approximately every 18 minutes someone commits suicide.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I'm Jemima, and I'll be talking a little bit about rural areas and their lack of educational sources in the pandemic. So as we all know, there are two main reasons as to why there is a barrier to the education system in the rural areas during the COVID. One of them is lack of familiarity with digital technology. So, while smart classrooms and digital learning have already made a way in urban educational settings, some rural countries still rely on traditional teaching methods for their lessons. Therefore, shifting from the traditional methods to the digital one cannot happen overnight. Teachers as well as students require proper training and more user friendly platforms to make them familiar with digital technology so that they can be comfortable teaching or learning using them. Another reason is shortage of teachers. Shortage of teachers or the poor teacher to student ratio in villages pose another challenge towards making learning entirely digital in such areas because a large in order for this to be improved, a large number of skilled and well trained teachers are required so that each and every student receives complete attention even during an online class. As we can see, the two-thirds of rural children nationwide reported that they had not received any learning materials or activities at all. And we are all aware that not every family is able to afford internet services, digital technology, and even in some places, electricity. Now, I would like to talk a little bit about how Youth Empowerment Foundation is trying to come up with a platform to overcome these barriers by providing help these children to grow for themselves as well as for the society. It also helps to develop confidence, which in turn adds to their mind development and mental health. They also, such as an additional language or any other skill, help these children to be their own and hence be the strongest pillars of the society in every aspect. Thank you.
So, moving towards the conclusion of the presentation, I would like to sum up by saying that mental illness can affect students' performance and can leave a mark on their mental well being. The times are hard around, and we need to be more kind and accept people as everyone is going through a lot. YEF is providing great opportunities for people out there. Let's all come together and understand each other and spread kindness. In here is the slide where are the links to connect with us at YEF. Also, you can participate for internships in YEF. Here and in the next slide, we have links to the fundraisers. Do donate, as even a small help may be a big deal to someone. Also, the next month, which is the coming month of May, is the Mental Health Awareness Month. Let's end the stigma and make mental health conversations normal. Thank you on behalf of me and my team. Anybody has any questions? We are open to questions now. Yes, we'll share the links in the groups also, and here are the links displayed on the screen. Thank you, everyone. If anybody has any questions, we are open to questions. You can drop the questions in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and ask us. If anybody and nobody has any questions, should we sum up this seminar then? I assume there are no questions from the audience. So I think that's it. We'll sum up the presentation now. Thank you everyone for joining. I hope this session was informative and you got to learn something about it. So let's start normal conversations about mental health from our home itself. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.